The future of batteries is here, and it's older than you think. Get ready to rethink everything you know about energy storage as we explore a forgotten technology with the potential to reshape our world. Imagine a world powered by clean, sustainable energy. What if the key to unlocking this future lies in a technology discovered centuries ago? Let's explore this forgotten solution and see if it can truly change the world. Across the globe, energy consumption is soaring at an unprecedented rate. Fossil fuels, long the backbone of industrial progress, are becoming increasingly scarce and environmentally costly. Everywhere, countries are racing toward renewable energy sources, seeking cleaner, more sustainable options. Solar panels glisten on rooftops. Wind turbines churn across rural landscapes and offshore farms. But despite their promise, these technologies struggle with one fundamental flaw: intermittency. The sun doesn't always shine, and the wind doesn't always blow. This inconsistency creates instability in energy supply, making it difficult to rely solely on renewables. To bridge this gap, we need reliable, large-scale energy storage. That's where batteries come in. Lithium-ion batteries have dominated headlines and industries alike. From smartphones to electric vehicles, they're deeply integrated into modern life. But as energy needs scale, lithium-ion technology begins to show cracks. Limited lifespan, fire risks, environmental concerns, and escalating material costs are all issues. Researchers and innovators have been exploring alternatives. In that search, one technology has resurfaced: flow batteries. First conceived over 200 years ago, flow batteries were largely forgotten in the wake of lithium's rise. Today, they offer an intriguing, mature, and potentially transformative option. Flow batteries work differently from conventional batteries. Instead of storing energy within solid materials, they rely on liquid electrolytes. These liquids are stored in separate tanks and pumped through a cell where an electrochemical reaction occurs. This separation of energy storage and power generation is key. It means that capacity can be increased simply by enlarging the storage tanks. Meanwhile, power output can be adjusted by scaling the reaction cells. This decoupling gives flow batteries exceptional flexibility. Their design inherently supports scalability. They also boast impressive lifespans. Some designs can last for decades with minimal degradation. Flow batteries are safer as well. They often use non-flammable, water-based electrolytes.
This makes them ideal for stationary applications, particularly grid-scale storage. In terms of environmental impact, flow batteries are far less damaging. They rely on more abundant and less toxic materials than lithium. Vanadium redox flow batteries are a prominent example. Vanadium, while not as common as iron or copper, is more evenly distributed globally than lithium or cobalt. Other variants explore organic molecules or iron-based chemistries. These alternatives hold promise for reducing reliance on scarce or conflict-associated elements. From a performance perspective, flow batteries excel in long-duration discharge.
They are perfectly suited to applications that require hours of energy supply. This makes them ideal companions for solar farms or wind installations. They can store excess energy when conditions are optimal and discharge when generation falls. Flow batteries can help flatten energy supply curves. They provide the consistency that renewables alone cannot guarantee. They also support microgrids and remote installations. In communities cut off from national grids, flow batteries offer a self-contained, renewable energy ecosystem. They reduce the need for diesel generators or complex infrastructure. In disaster response scenarios, their ruggedness and safety offer critical advantages. Despite these strengths, flow batteries are not without challenges. One of the primary issues is cost. While the components may be safer and more abundant, the systems are still expensive to manufacture. Pumps, tanks, and membranes add complexity and cost. Energy density is another limiting factor. Flow batteries tend to be bulkier than lithium-ion equivalents. This makes them less suitable for mobile or small-scale applications. However, for stationary grid-level storage, bulk is less of a concern. The priority in such settings is stability, longevity, and scalability. Researchers are actively working on these issues. New chemistries aim to lower costs and increase efficiency. Iron flow batteries, for example, use one of the most abundant metals on Earth. Organic flow batteries avoid metals altogether, relying on engineered molecules instead. Membrane innovation is also crucial. Reducing crossover and improving ion selectivity are active areas of study. As these technical hurdles are overcome, flow battery adoption will accelerate. Already, pilot projects are cropping up around the world. In California, Australia, China, and Germany, utilities are experimenting with flow battery installations. These early deployments are generating valuable data. They prove the concept and reveal where improvements are needed. Governments and private investors are taking notice. Funding for flow battery research is increasing. Startups are emerging with new ideas and aggressive timelines. Established energy firms are acquiring or partnering with these innovators. The momentum is building. Public awareness, however, still lags behind. Most people have never heard of flow batteries. The media remains fixated on lithium and hydrogen. This lack of attention is both a hurdle and an opportunity. With the right push, flow batteries could enter mainstream consciousness. Education and advocacy are essential. People need to understand the technology and its potential. Policymakers must be informed to craft supportive regulations. Utility providers need incentives to consider alternatives to lithium. Consumers need to demand cleaner, safer, and longer-lasting storage solutions. This is not just a technological issue, it's a societal one. The transition to renewable energy requires systems thinking. Batteries are part of a larger puzzle that includes generation, distribution, and consumption. Flow batteries are a powerful tool in this puzzle. They won't replace lithium in every scenario, but they complement it well. Hybrid systems that combine different storage types can optimize performance. In that mix, flow batteries offer unique strengths. Their role in future energy infrastructure could be pivotal. As climate pressures mount, solutions like this gain urgency. What was once overlooked is now being reconsidered. A 200-year-old invention may hold the key to our energy future. In the next section, we will explore real-world deployments, breakthroughs in flow chemistry, and the global push to bring this technology to scale. In California, energy utilities have begun to deploy vanadium redox flow batteries to supplement solar installations.
These systems are being used to store excess solar energy during peak production hours. At night, when solar panels go dormant, the stored energy is released to power homes and businesses. This process not only smooths out demand curves but also reduces reliance on fossil fuel-based peaker plants. Similar experiments are underway in Australia, where remote communities face frequent grid outages. Flow batteries have proven valuable in these regions by delivering consistent power without needing fuel delivery. In Germany, where renewable integration is far advanced, flow batteries are being tied to wind farms. These installations harness surplus wind energy and release it gradually to stabilize regional power flows. In China, where industrial-scale solutions are in demand, flow battery mega-projects are under development. Massive tanks filled with electrolyte fluids are connected to regional grids.
These facilities operate like pumped hydro storage but with greater siting flexibility and lower environmental impact. In Japan, where earthquake resilience is a priority, flow batteries are chosen for their safety and chemical stability. They can be deployed near hospitals, data centers, and emergency services. They remain inert under extreme conditions and are easily maintained. Around the globe, hundreds of pilot projects are feeding valuable operational data into the R&D pipeline. As performance improves, costs drop, and awareness grows, larger-scale implementation becomes feasible. Breakthroughs in flow battery chemistry are accelerating this process.
Vanadium redox systems remain the most commercially mature, but they are not the only players. Iron-chromium flow batteries are emerging as a cheaper alternative. Iron is one of the most abundant elements on Earth. Researchers are developing iron-air and iron-based aqueous flow systems that cost a fraction of vanadium designs. Organic flow batteries are another exciting avenue. Using tailor-made molecules derived from quinones or other bio-inspired compounds, these systems are entirely metal-free. They avoid supply chain bottlenecks and reduce toxicity concerns. Zinc-bromine batteries offer high energy density and have seen commercial deployment in both stationary and mobile applications.
A critical component of any flow battery is the membrane that separates the two electrolytes. Membrane technology has advanced rapidly in recent years. New materials increase ion selectivity, reduce crossover, and enhance system lifespan. Membranes now last longer, cost less, and perform better under diverse conditions. This progress extends to system architecture as well. Modular designs make installation and scaling easier. Plug-and-play components reduce installation costs. Automated monitoring systems track flow rates, temperatures, and voltage in real time. AI-driven analytics predict failures before they occur. Predictive
maintenance ensures system uptime and reliability. As system reliability improves, the economic case for flow batteries strengthens. Levelized cost of storage (LCOS) is declining. While still higher than lithium-ion in small-scale deployments, LCOS for flow batteries becomes competitive in long-duration, high-cycle use cases.
Flow batteries perform best when cycled daily over many years. They require little maintenance, experience minimal capacity fade, and don't suffer from thermal runaway. As lithium-ion systems reach end of life, flow batteries begin to look more attractive. Recycling flow battery components is also more straightforward. Many of the fluids can be reused or reconditioned. This improves their sustainability credentials further. Flow batteries also offer geopolitical advantages. Their materials are more evenly distributed across the globe. No single country controls the market for vanadium, iron, or bromine. This reduces vulnerability to supply disruptions. Countries seeking energy independence can use domestic materials. This enhances national resilience and encourages local manufacturing. With renewable deployment now central to climate policy, energy storage is gaining priority. Governments are offering subsidies, grants, and tax incentives for storage projects. Flow battery projects are increasingly eligible for these programs. Private capital is following public investment. Venture funds, green bonds, and institutional investors are backing flow battery companies. This infusion of capital allows for rapid development and scaling. At the university level, multidisciplinary teams are researching everything from advanced chemistries to control systems. In Africa, flow batteries could help leapfrog traditional infrastructure. Off-grid villages could install microgrids with solar panels and flow batteries, bypassing the need for centralized utilities. This supports economic development, health, and education. In the Arctic and Antarctic, research stations rely on diesel flown in at great expense. Flow batteries paired with wind and solar could offer clean, reliable alternatives. In disaster zones, containerized flow battery units could be airlifted in for emergency power. These portable systems can run critical infrastructure like hospitals, communications, and sanitation. Flow batteries are emerging as a tool for humanitarian resilience. Culturally, the narrative around energy must shift. People must stop viewing storage as a bottleneck and start seeing it as an enabler. Just as roads and bridges are essential infrastructure, so too are storage systems. Flow batteries deserve to be part of that narrative. They combine reliability, safety, and sustainability in a way that few other technologies can match. They are not a silver bullet, but they are a vital piece of the energy transition. As more stakeholders learn their value, adoption will rise. Flow battery factories will become more common. Local supply chains will emerge. New jobs will be created in design, assembly, maintenance, and recycling. Communities will become energy producers and storers, not just consumers. Energy democracy will spread. As a 200-year-old solution returns to the spotlight, it offers a bold path forward. In the fight against climate change, every tool counts. Flow batteries are one of those tools, quietly powerful, enduring, and ready. This is the beginning of a new chapter in energy history, one written not just by engineers and scientists, but by communities and nations. Let the world rediscover the power that has waited 2 centuries for its moment. The future of batteries may lie in the past, but its impact belongs to the future.